What's good, y'all? This is Enlightening J back with another video. You know what I'm saying? It's been some time since I made my last video. I don't know how long it's been, but this is not the point of today's video. Today's video's topic is going to be mainly about semen retention and what I've done to be so good on it. Now, we're pushing day 90 right now. We about on like, I'd say day 88. I think in 2 days I'd hit day 90. But what my main topic today is about on how it can be a lot easier for you to maintain being on semen retention, because I know how the journey is. Trust and believe. I know how the journey can be. I know how everything is. So it's like my goal is basically just to let y'all know, like, hey, you're not alone inside this. You know what I'm saying? But here are some of my ways that has helped me personally on how to just get a lot of this right. So the first thing I'm gonna say is to look at all women like they're your relatives, your sisters, and your family members. Cause let's face it, my niggas. Sorry. Let's face it, my guys. Like, if we're gonna keep it real, we can't be looking at a woman with lust. If you really on this journey, if you really serious about doing something for yourself, if you really trying to boost yourself up inside of a certain type of lighting and see yourself inside the way that you've always felt like you needed to see yourself, you can't be looking at. Do you really think your future self? Do you really think the self that you getting hella money? Do you really think the self that's you spiritually in debt, committed to God, or just you doing the best thing, being at the place that you need to be? Do you really think that's gonna be you just sitting around here being your dick to other women? Do you really think that shit? Like, be real here. The most successful people that you see, do you think that these niggas is just sitting over here, they just being they fucking dick? Like, let me ask y'all that shit. So when I say like look at all women like they're your relatives, sisters, family members, when I say that and I mean it, like, bro, you're not gonna lust over none of these women like that. Like, trust and believe, like, bro, think about this shit. Like, if your ass log on the website, if your ass logs on you want to masturbate, would you masturbate to your sister? Answer me that. If you do, my nigga, you from Alabama, nigga, you need to be sent over there. You need to be sent somewhere else, because I'm just fucking around. Shout out to my Alabama niggas. I don't know who's in Alabama, but shout out to them. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with y'all. But but you get what I'm saying though. You feel me? Like, bro, you're not gonna beat your dick up to your sister. I'm sorry. If you do, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, you have a demon upon you. You need to cast that shit out. You need to do everything that you possibly can. I'm talking to you. If you were still willing to beat your dick to somebody who you would say is your sister, you need to cast this shit out. There's something inside you that is dark. Something inside you that is dark. So you gotta get rid of that shit. You gotta listen. You gotta be willing to fight this shit, bro. This shit is either you or this demon. But that's what has helped me. Basically, that's one of the ways I can say it's all women are your relatives. You can't, you don't lust. You're not going to lust after somebody who's your relative. You're not going to lust after your sister. You're not going to look at them inside that type of way. That's just not how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? You just going to view them like family. Like, yo, like, I fuck with you. Like, you my dog type shit. Like, you're not going to look at them like, okay. You're not going to look at them inside that way. So that's what's really has helped me a part of this journey as well. I also felt a lot of different shit. So obviously my journey might be a little bit different than yours. But you know what I'm saying? I just want to keep that in mind for all y'all. You know what I'm saying? My journey has been a little bit different. I'm not going to get too personal with my shit. My journey has been a little bit different for us to why I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that. I'm not really lusting too much because I already feel a lot inside with a lot of different things. So we're not going to get too much into that. But number 2, how to not really lust after women. You gotta quit your old habits. And when I mean quit your old habits, I mean like literally like you have certain cues. there's certain motions, there's certain things that you regularly do that you do on go. Think about this. When you wake up inside the morning, what's the first thing that you do? You do that without thinking. I bet you. The first thing that you do that shit without thinking. Whether it's brushing your teeth, whether it's looking at your phone, you do that shit on go. One of your other cues was probably lusting. Okay? To get over that cue, you have to find disgust inside of it. Hence the first thing that I had mentioned, which was basically just look at all women like, you know what I'm saying, they're your family members. You're not going to want to do that to a family member. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to want to think about it like that. So what your second point being is to get rid of all your old habits and start implementing new ones inside of it. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself, even if you have to, tell yourself right before you see yourself going into that habit. Because habits become second nature to us. We don't know sometimes when we're doing habits, but you will see yourself actively doing it at times. So tell yourself, like, look, take a good look and be like, yo, all right, I see myself, I'm about to do something that I don't want to do. I'm not going to do this because it's going to lead me to hell. It's going to lead me to destruction. Every single time that you see yourself about to, you know what I'm saying, do that shit, or just lust after some woman, or even try to chase after a woman, think to yourself and say it out loud if you need to. I recommend saying that shit out loud. Even if you sound crazy as fuck. If you sound crazy as fuck doing it, listen, that embarrassment alone will not want you to ever do that shit again. So, you know what I'm saying? Or say it to yourself. Like, say, I'm not going to do this because I know where it's going to lead me. I'm not going to do this. And when I say this, I mean whatever you're about to do. Mention what you're about to do sometimes. If you're about to masturbate, I'm not about to masturbate because yada yada yada. Say that shit out loud. When you announce it, you're saying something to the universe. You're saying something to God. You're saying something to, it's a frequency. All your words have frequencies, okay? And it holds a lot more power than your thoughts. When you just think, damn, I don't want to do this. This is all inside your mind. You're just thinking this shit. It's not like you're really going to be trying to feel that shit. You're just all thinking of it inside your mind. And the other thoughts are going to come in and boot that shit out the way. All your negative thoughts. So I say that shit out loud. And this video is kind of getting long. So I'm going to try to say my third one. Which is, you know what I'm saying? I would like for it to help y'all. Because I know a lot of these have helped me. But the third one, I'm going to say, hold up. The third one should be learning to do breath work. Sorry about the cut. I'm not the type of person to do cuts. I don't want to keep doing cuts on my videos. I just really had to think about that third one, personally, for myself. Because I have a lot of ideas, but they're just kind of all together, and sometimes they can get scrambled around. But I'd say meditation, breath work. Meditation, breath work could be the third one. You're moving around your sexual energy that's a part of your body. That semen retention that you're on, you can move around your prana, all around your body. So it's not just sitting over there on all that energy. If you don't know how to do that, I say you look that up, or you begin to go to the gym. But no matter what, when you sit on a lot of that energy, you probably are going to get a lot more horny. So that's why I do say do the breath work more importantly than just doing the gym. Because when you're actually moving it around, that's your main goal. Like, I feel like if you go ahead and work out and you go to the gym, sometimes it may take your mind off of it, but you don't really know too much of what you're doing with the energy. So, like, that's why it all goes back to your head. You're kind of pushing the thought out your head like, hey, I don't want to lust, rather than getting rid of this thought, going within and actually trying to push out the feeling that is leading to the thought. So, yeah, those are my three ways that I'd say to help you on semen retention. I'm on day 88 right now, pushing day 90. A lot of these has helped me severely, and I want to say that I hope that they help you as well. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take care of yourselves. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. I want to keep making these videos. And I want to just keep going, you know. Hopefully y'all fought with the kid. Alright, we out.